文化在不同的人眼中可能是不同的风景。走进全球外交大使，亲身体验各国的文化瑰宝。爱此一泉石，玲珑出自然。溯源应太古，堕世又何年？有志归晚浦，无才去补天。不求邀众赏，潇洒作玩仙。石头很平凡，但是呢，不同的人却能够从石头中看出不同的性格。今天呢，就让我们跟着石头去看世界，又会有怎样的奇遇呢？有请我们今天的文化推荐人。
Hello everybody, my name is Paul Chikawa. I am Zimbabwe's ambassador to China. My country is here.
津巴布韦，非洲南部的魅力国度，当地的人民听从大自然的召唤，用石头讲述着这个国家的故事。丰沛的雨水使津巴布韦成为野生动物的乐园，当地的人民仍然听从大自然的召唤，和野生动物共同营造和谐的生活场景。让我们跟随大使，聆听津巴布韦听从大自然召唤的故事。
欢迎大使先生，还有我的搭档子谦，还有我们今天的文化观察员冯建华老师，欢迎您。
欢迎。大家好，我是今天的文化观察员冯建华。
好，再次欢迎大使先生以及冯老师啊！当然呢，也希望我们的观众朋友赶快登录我们官方微博和我们实时互动。届时呢，我们会和大使先生以及我们的冯建华老师一起为您进行互动解读。
刚才呢，在节目的开场呢，我读了一首这个曹雪芹的题字画石。大家也知道，这个《红楼梦》嘛，它也又有一个另外的名字叫《石头记》。哎，今天呢，我们就跟随我们津巴布韦的驻华大使一起，通过石头来开启一段津巴布韦的文化之旅。我们来看一下我们大屏幕上的这张照片。这张照片呢，我想请我们的大使先生跟我们介绍一下。
The picture you've shown, which is the Great Zimbabwe Monument, and this is the place where we derive the name of our country. The Great Zimbabwe is found in sub-Saharan Africa, and as I've said, in a country called Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe is towards the southern tip of Africa. The Great Zimbabwe are said to have been built by the Shona people of the Rosary totem or clan. This is a city, a stone city, which is sitting on about 1,800 acres of land and built by stones without any cement at all. And it is said the Great Zimbabwe were built between the 11th to the 15th century, and they were a fortress. That's where the leaders were staying, and that was for protection. To some extent, we would compare it with the legendary Great Wall in the People's Republic of China, except that we are on a smaller scale. Having said that, smaller scale compared to the Great Wall, but very huge in terms of Africa because we are the biggest sub-Saharan Africa, as I say. So that's the Great Zimbabwe. In terms of the geography of our country, they are found in a province called Masvingo. And Masvingo is halfway between Harare and South Africa, our neighbors to our south.
那是不是津巴布韦这个国家的名称也跟这个遗址有关呢？
Indeed, it is related. As I have said, Zimbabwe literally translated, it means the house of stones. I think it's only fair that the name of the country derives from that place, which is, as I've said, about 300 kilometers from our capital city towards the south of the country as you drive towards South Africa.
津巴布韦是不是有着非常丰富的这个石头的资源？
Yes, and we have various stones. We have stones that are good for sculpturing, and we have stones that are good for wealth. I'm talking of minerals. We have about 60 different kinds of minerals, which are all stone-based or solid-based. All these are different kinds of stones, and they can be used to carve different artifacts from human beings, animals, abstract, and so on and so forth. So we are rich. We are rich because of the geological formation of the country. You may know that Zimbabwe has what is called the Great Dike. The Great Dike is something you could compare to the Rift Valley in Kenya.
子健啊，我们都说靠山吃山，靠海吃海嘛。我觉得津巴布韦有这么丰富的石头资源啊，我在想，他们会怎么样去利用它呢？
刚才我注意到大水先生说到一点，它这个石头城是没有这个任何粘合的东西，是石头落着石头，石头压着石头就成型的。其实这样的，我不知道从这个建筑学来讲哈，这个它牢固吗？我特别想知道啊。
就没有任何的这种粘合，哎，这个是怎么做到的？
And I think the story of the Great Zimbabwe is a story of mystery. It is a story of wonder. That's why Zimbabwe is called the land of wonder.
其实事实证明它肯定是牢固，因为已经是可能上千年了，或者是上万年了，也许啊。
津巴布韦这个国家呀，它是南部非洲地区一个重要的文明发源地。那么这里头它有它很多神奇的地方。秦代的长城，那它不是用这个，也不是用这个灰浆啊什么这些个东西，石灰啊、泥啊什么的去做粘合物，不是的。秦代的长城，它是用糯米浆，就是用糯米熬成的那个浆，然后灌注到里面，然后拿它做粘合。
其实就有点就是浆糊。
对，就跟那个浆糊的那个意思似的，但是从外表看不出来。
无论是看到我们中国的长城啊，还是这个大津巴布韦的这个遗址啊，其实内心还是很震撼的。哎，刚才那个大石先生，我们也说。这样的一个遗址哈，它应该是一种已经可能消失的一种古文明啊，这样子一个帝国留下来的。那就是是真的有这样的帝国吗？
It was called the Munumutapa Empire, and the Munumutapa Empire actually stretched a lot wider and longer than the current Zimbabwe. It's no longer an empire. We are now countries, and we're generally speaking, to give you an idea, the Munumutapa Empire sort of occupied the present-day SADC countries. About 15 countries of them were, in one way or the other, covered by the Munumutapa Empire.
说到国鸟，你也许不信，津巴布韦的国鸟也和石头有关。这种和石头有关的国鸟究竟是什么模样？津巴布韦为何会把石鸟作为国鸟呢？
这个遗址里面还有一个很有意思的这种石鸟，后来是你们的一个国鸟是吗
？We do have our national bird, which, for lack of a very close comparison, I could compare it to the phoenix in China. I think there is great debate whether this bird really exists in real life or it's a source of inspiration. We choose to say it's a source of inspiration. That is why you find the Zimbabwe bird on our national flag. representing our aspirations and ambitions as a people. Those stones, including the one we see in the picture there, when we were colonized, some of them were stolen by big powers in the West, and we had to recover them when we became independent in 1980, because we relate to them in terms of being a source of inspiration. It's described as an African fish eagle. In Shona we call it chapungu, and it is generally believed that if you were to see one in real life, it's a bit of a mythical bird, but we are happy for it because we all 4 corners of the country agree that we have the Zimbabwe bird. We may not all of us see it in real life, but we all agree that it is there, and the symbolism is captured in the stone there.
我们通过这个大津巴布韦遗址啊，也是了解到了说，在津巴布韦非常丰富的这个石头文化。
因为咱们以前的时代就是从旧石器时代，到新石器时代，所以说以前的石头可能在古人的生活当中占据个非常非常重要的地位。
对。
后来呢，慢慢的这个地位可能从一个生活性、功能性的，就到这种文艺性的，
对，
到是这种观赏性的。
咱们到那个埃及，咱们看那个金字塔、狮身人面像，咱们再到希腊，咱们看它那个神庙，到罗马，咱们看它那建筑物上，它都有那些个非常精美的这个雕塑，这个都是属于石头这块的文化。那么反过来说，咱们中国也都是，
对，
天安门前的华表，狮子，是吧？如果您要到卢沟桥上，您看那桥廊上全是狮子，是不是？除了这个以外啊，还有像什么这个您到那个13陵，您看那个神路的两侧都有石像、石马、石羊。它在社会不断的进步当中，那么又引申出来了玉石的文化。那么这个玉石的文化，尤其在这个世界上，中国人是最喜欢玉的，
最喜欢玉的，
对不对？有那么句话叫“将玉比君子”，所以中国人呢都喜欢玉。
应该是在全世界里中国人最喜欢玉的吧？
您看，我就随身就带2块玉，手把件儿。我这2个手把件儿呢，就都是玉的。
您这2件是什么呀？
这个我给您说说啊，这个是一条金鱼，底下是水浪花，上头这金鱼，这是一青蛙，您看那里也放一个青蛙，
一个外国青蛙，中国青蛙。
您看中国和这个津巴布韦远隔千山万水，但是文化，这个人类的这个共性。它是相通的，
对，
而且这里存在一个什么问题呢？就是按材施艺，就是不同的材料去制作不同的艺术品。
有的人摸核桃哈，有的人摸玉石，
对，
各自爱好。
对，这个东西呢，它就代表着是什么呢？代表的是一种文化的一个延续，文化的一个传承。它呢，这个在全世界上来讲。就刚才正如大使先生所说的，这个文化是所有一切的基础，是它的根基，就是这样。
所以我们中国人也非常喜欢石头啊。你想，在我的家乡黄山就有奇松怪石，
没错，
怪石就是
没错。
这个文人墨客这个
用的
身边用的砚，
歙砚，
对，歙砚啊，什么端砚啊，都是石头做的。
对。
所以呢，我不知道在津巴布韦这个石头在你们日常的生活当中又是有什么样的体现呢
？The stone is a very important aspect of Zimbabwean life, and I think all people's life. It ranges from defense. For example, when we built the walls, that was for protection and defense. Even in today's world, when you build houses, sometimes you build using stones, so that's defense. It can also be as a weapon. You have seen in parts of the world where there is instability, people throwing stones, they are being offensive or they are defending themselves. It can also be a symbol in terms of, for example, around us, we have this stone. You need to start from some basics. You need to start from a common platform, and you say, where do you want to get to? These two are connecting harmoniously and looking further into the future. That's just one illustration of the importance of stones in our culture. And I want to stick to the culture rather than to the normal daily use like building and so on and so forth. And in any case, when we give presents, we also sometimes consider stone sculptures as national presents. Say if our president was to give a present, he could do that in the form of a stone sculpture and so on and so forth. So stones are a part of us and we are part of the stones as well.
石雕艺术在津巴布韦源远流长，各地都可以看到。所雕刻的对象包罗万象，上到天文，下到地理，人世间所能展现的东西，都会被津巴布韦的艺术家雕刻着。津巴布韦用石雕诉说着非洲大地上的原始唯美。
哎，子清啊，听了大使先生的这个介绍啊，让我们觉得哦，原来在津巴布韦，它的石头文化不仅仅是成为一个遗址，其实在现在的日常生活当中也是随处可见的，然后还可以作为一种国礼啊，这样子来呈现。
您看这个绿色的
绿松石应该是不是？
这个好像是一块半宝石一样的这个石材。那么您看，他用这个石材雕刻这个女王，很端庄，很有特点。您看那个就
黑色的，
哎，
稍微发黑一点，
它就显示出一个智者的，哎，是不是？那种这个，
它要根据这个颜色因地制宜去制作。
因地制宜，您看这也如是。您看这块玉石上头，它这儿有块红，它这是它天生的。那么这个雕刻工匠就根据这个，他雕刻的这金鱼，正好把这儿雕的这是这金鱼脑门这帽子。
对的。
哦，
我们
那红帽子，
我们叫翘雕，对吧？
对
翘雕。而这个也如是，它是根据这块石材，
它上面有这个花纹，
对，
所以做成了青蛙的背部的这个图案，
背后的这图案天然的。肚子底下还有点胭脂红，它是根据这个，然后雕刻一个青蛙，寓意吉祥，而且很符合它的这个特性。
看了这个冯建华老师的青蛙，这个玉石的青蛙，再看看我们这个石头的青蛙，我也想请教一下大使，这个作品有些什么样的寓意吗？哎，为什么是青蛙呢
The name is Gabriel Tigere. Now, if later you research on the name, it is very interesting. At least you all know that our founding father is called Gabriel, Robert Gabriel Mugabe. Tigere is quite an interesting name. It is like we are settled, we are stable, we are here. That's what Tigere means. So the young man who did these stones is called Gabriel Tigere, meaning we are here. We are settled. Now, I want to link it to what he has talked about and to say this is the marvel of culture. There is a very deep link of our cultures. In fact, culturally, we are one. Our colors may be different, but we are one. I'm talking of what he has said. Now, coming to this frog, it is teaching us about harmony, the need to coexist between people and nature. So you have the frog in the water. Water is the fountain of life. Water is a very peaceful something, but very persistent. Water can break stones. Water can irrigate plants, big trees to grow. It can also break any resistance. So it shows you that there is harmony in this simplicity, in this beauty. So life is all about being harmonious, and that's what in our culture symbolizes.
石头加上艺术性的创造，传达着津巴布韦人民心中朴素的自然观、和谐观。这同样的观念也体现在津巴布韦人民和野生动物的相处上。 善良的津巴布韦人民还用一种独特的方式保护着野生动物。
And I'll choose maybe 3 animals. I'll choose the lion. I'll choose the lion because we in Africa, we belong to totems. We are assigned animals. I am a lion myself. My family is a lion. I'm a lion in Africa. I'm a horse in China. That's why I have these two rings. One is the horse, this one is the lion. Now the lion is royalty, the king of the jungle, leadership, power, but grace. Now, in 2014, when His Excellency President Mugabe made his last visit to the People's Republic of China in August, the present that he gave to His Excellency President Xi Jinping was a pair of lions, Jingjing and Fei Fei. They are in China now. We have the elephant, very peaceful animal if you don't mess with it. It can even be trained. You know, in Thailand or other places, India, you can ride on an elephant. Or by the way, in Zimbabwe, you can also walk with lions. You can ride on an elephant, it can carry water for you, and so on and so forth in India. But if you cross its path, it can be very destructive. That's the dichotomy. That's the paradox of the wildlife. Maybe I'll talk of a third one, which is the giraffe. The giraffe is a gracious animal, very tall neck. Today's Kenya, General Zhang He was given a giraffe that he brought back to China because it was resembling some special animal here. I think you call it kirin or some, the pronunciation may be wrong. And it was a symbol of connection between East Africa and China by the giraffe that was given to the Chinese people. We probably have the highest population of elephants in Africa and in the world. Our carrying capacity is 50,000, but we are having more than 84,000. We have national parks in the country. We have Wange to the northwest. We have what we call the Trans-Frontier Park, which is an attempt by us. In fact, we have done that. We have broken borders between South Africa, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. On the Zimbabwean side, it's called Gonare Zhou. Zhou is elephant. On the Mozambican side, the same. But what we have done is we have broken the borders. We have said these animals, they don't need any passport to cross from South Africa to Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe to South Africa to Mozambique. That's wildlife for you. We have lots of wildlife, and it is my wish that as part of this conversation, some of you will find time to visit Zimbabwe.
其实刚才说完了这么多，我发现在津巴布韦为什么有这么多动物呢？首先，第一，咱都说这个非洲啊，这个动物本身就多。第二，在津巴布韦呢，好像说是在非洲有最多的水资源，因为它有一个最大的世界3大湖的这个瀑布，而且在这个国家当中还有很多的河流，所以说它有特别多的这种野生动物，
而且它的气候非常适合这些个野生动物的生存。
而且好像说津巴布韦就把这些动物，有一些动物当做这些图腾一种文化，就像咱们把龙当做咱们的图腾，麒麟也好，
是。你看这个就跟咱们中国人这个在这个图腾文化里头就有很相近的地方。你看咱们对狮子也非常的看重，很多重要的地方门口都有2个大石狮子。
虽然咱们不产狮子哈，
咱不产狮子，而且这个咱们的这个狮子那个造型和真正的那狮子还是有区别的，它是给美化了的一种狮子，
而且咱还有舞狮，这个文化也是好多年了，好几百年了。
这个就是舞狮的文化，它有南狮，有北狮。它的这个传承，实际上里面涵盖着也是一种图腾的文化。
所以我要请教一下大使，那么在津巴布韦是怎么来选这个图腾的呢？是一种什么样的动物，还是
？Well, you can't choose a totem. You are born into it. Our great-great-grandfathers already made the choices. We were born into these totems. We have tried to understand how and why. Sometimes there are various stories. I'll go back to the story of the lion. The lion is general as one, but there are many subdivisions of the lion totem. Lion is called Shumba in Shona, Simba in Kiswahili. That's the lion. So you will have Shumba Mazi. I'm a Shumba Mazi myself. You have Shumba Murambwi. It's a different lion. You have Shumba Nyamuziwa. It's a different lion. You have Shumba Nechnanga. It's a different lion. You have Shumba Banda. So you have different aspects of the same totem.
就每个家庭都有自己的图腾，这是不一样的。
它可能就像是一个家族的符号一样。
是
在欧洲啊，每一个有它不同的，有骑士的呀，有盾牌的呀，什么都有那种。
Like in this room, 4 of us, there are 3 lions and 1 heart. The 4 Zimbabweans you see here, there are 3 lions and 1 heart. Because the heart is also a totem in our country.
好，接下来我们聊了这么多，一起来看一看今天我们这期节目观众朋友们提出的热议话题，请看大屏幕。刚才大使先生讲到了石雕，所以这位朋友提到的是，如果想购买一些石雕纪念品的话，你有什么值得推荐的？
Well, I think I would say listen to your inner voice. When you see a piece, you must connect with it. I can give you commercial advice. Commercial advice is like telling you to go and buy a Huawei phone. But in terms of stone sculpture, you want to connect with it yourself. Remember I said there's connection between the caver, the stone, and the person who is looking at it. So the connection has to be between the buyer and the stone or the piece. But I have good news. In Beijing, we have a gallery which is run by a Chinese lady. It's called Apex Gallery. It's in Beijing. So you can buy Zimbabwean stone sculptures in China.
来，我们看看第二个问题。津巴布韦首都哈拉雷有花城之称，那关于赏花，你有什么方面要推荐的吗？
Well, about flowers, I would recommend that consider to visit Zimbabwe around our spring, which is in September, from August, September, October. We have the purple flowers which bloom in the streets of Harare and other places, other cities. Beautiful. There are people who visit specifically for that. We also have our national flower, which is called the flame lily. This is a national flower which is wild, it's not grown, it grows naturally. And of course, we do produce lots of flowers. We are like Yunnan province, we are like Kunming. So we produce lots of flowers, but those are commercial. If you wanted to enjoy the flowers of Zimbabwe, I would say go during our spring, and then you see the purple flowers on the streets, on the trees in Zimbabwe. But otherwise, we have a wide range of flora and fauna. We have botanical gardens where you have all sorts of flowers.
所以最好的赏花时间应该是春季。
听了大使先生的介绍啊，我觉得津巴布韦还真的是有很多的文化呀，很多的东西等着我们去发掘啊，去发现。然后所以也想请教一下大使先生，那么津巴布韦的签证政策是什么样的？
Okay, the visa policy in our country, and I talk about China, and I'm very happy and proud to tell you that you don't have to apply. You just have to go to Zimbabwe at any of our ports of entry. You'll be given your visa. Our Chinese friends are welcome to go to Zimbabwe anytime. They don't need to apply for a visa. They can get it at any port of entry. We have the Robert Gabriel Mugabe International Airport. We have the Beitbridge Port. We have Bulawayo Airport, Victoria Falls Airport, Kariba Airport, Mutare, and so on. You show up with your passport.
这就是落地签就可以了啊，非常的方便。好，节目最后了，我们一起来合个影吧，好吗？来，有请。
我 是保罗奇高啊，驻中国津巴布韦大使。津巴布韦欢迎你们到津巴看一看。
这里是加拿大国际旅游电视台。